The most reliable way to age your brain faster is to get good at something and then keep doing only that. Most of the advice you hear about keeping your mind young points you toward crossword puzzles, Sudoku, and those colorful brain training apps that promise sharper memory in 10 minutes a day. The trouble is that those activities mostly make you better at the activity itself, and very little else. Once you know the trick to a Sudoku, your brain stops doing the expensive work of building new wiring and starts coasting on a pattern it already owns. Comfort is the problem. The thing that actually keeps neural tissue young is not repetition of what you're already good at, it's the strain of being a genuine beginner at something hard, over and over, long past the age when that feels dignified. Here's why difficulty specifically matters. When you struggle to learn something new, really struggle, the kind where you feel slow and clumsy, your brain releases a burst of neurochemicals, including acetylcholine and dopamine, that essentially tag the moment as worth keeping. That chemical signal tells the brain to strengthen the connections you just used. Easy practice doesn't trigger it. There's a well-known body of work on London taxi drivers who spend 3 to 4 years memorizing 25,000 streets for a test called the knowledge. Brain scans showed the rear of their hippocampus, a region tied to spatial memory, was measurably larger than in other people their age. Not because they were born that way. The growth tracked the years of effortful learning. The brain physically rebuilt itself around the difficulty. The second thing worth knowing is about a substance called myelin, the fatty sheath that wraps your nerve fibers and lets signals travel faster. When you practice a hard skill, an instrument, a language, a complex motor task, specialized cells called oligodendrocytes wrap more myelin around the circuits you're using, sometimes increasing signal speed dramatically. This is part of why a skill that felt impossible in week 1 feels automatic by week 12. You didn't just memorize it. You re-insulated the wiring. And this process doesn't shut off with age the way people assume. Studies of older adults learning to juggle showed gray matter changes in the visual motion areas of the brain within weeks, in people well into their 60s. The third insight is the one that overturns the puzzle myth most directly. A study out of the University of Texas, often called the Synapse Project, took adults in their 60s and 70s and split them into groups. Some did familiar, pleasant activities, socializing, listening to music. Others were thrown into demanding new skills like quilting or digital photography, where they were constantly confused and constantly failing. After 3 months, the group doing the hard, unfamiliar thing showed real improvement in memory, and the comfortable group did not. The discomfort wasn't a side effect to push through. The discomfort was the active ingredient. So here's what to actually do this week. Pick one skill you are genuinely bad at, not a refinement of something you already do well, but a true beginning. Learn 3 chords on a guitar. Start a language you don't speak. Take up a craft that uses your hands in a way they've never moved. Then protect 20 minutes a day for it, and pay attention to the moment you feel frustrated and want to quit. That exact moment, the friction, the not getting it, is the signal that your brain is building something new. Stay in it a few minutes longer than is comfortable. That's the whole practice. You're not trying to be good. You're trying to be a beginner on purpose, regularly, for the rest of your life. The young brain was never the one that knew the most. It was the one still willing to be confused.